welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Friday, April 30th, 2021, episode number 679 of Hard Factor. I'm Will. We got Mark, Wes, Pat, and Bubba is off today. I think he's applying for Trump's legal team. He said he wasn't going to, but I'm pretty sure he saw those job openings. And
that's right.
He needs
to get
a
lot of billable hours.
April, see you later. April 30th. Showers, May flowers coming up.
That's right, May flowers. You need those, Mark. You need some flowers, right? Because you had a little bit of a rough one.
Yeah, I'm drinking a cold brew. I wish this was a brew. We're recording early today, I think. I know Pat doesn't want to reveal that, but Moderna.
Really, Mark?
Okay, yes. Moderna kicked my ass. It's what? Thursday afternoon. Moderna kicked my ass on Wednesday night. I got the shot Wednesday morning, and that was the second one. And I was up all night with the chills and the runs.
Yeah. Wait, just to make sure, you reveal that we're recording early again, just so you can talk about your shit again on the show. Yeah. Just so you can talk about your bowel movements on the show again.
But Will asked me.
It's Will.
Will asked me about what happened with the Moderna. I'm drinking it again. I don't want to look like, okay, it's a beer. We can edit that out. This is a beer. It's Thursday night at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Normal time.
That Rangers game was something.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm tired today because
that was one of the follow-up subjects. Yeah. No, I'm glad that do you feel better now though? Do you feel like
physically feel great? It's like this is pretty normal. I think Large Barstool had a bad night, and I've been our ex-nurse friend Thomas told me yesterday that I should expect this. I think the Moderna, either the first or second shot, you have like one bad night. Pfizer, you're in the clear.
Pat,
potentially.
Get the Pfizer, bro.
Yeah.
I got the Pfizer. I Pfized up.
Yeah, it's no side effects at all.
I was a little wiser, and I got the Pfizer.
Hey,
there it is.
Had I got the Pfizer.
Not making a strong case for my second shot.
Shut up and get the shot,
Wes. Wes is just incubating the super strain.
Well, probably the worst part. The worst part of the Moderna is I had to reveal again that we're going a few hours early today. So
Wes is like a number one level draft pick. He's letting teams court him to get the second shot.
What you should, Wes, just get a Pfizer for your second shot. Then you'll be good.
Can you do that?
No, you cannot do that. No, absolutely not.
Just ask him for it right before they jab it. Just be like, hold on. Can you switch me up?
I will say one thing I'm proud of, and kind of it's pretty interesting, right? Is like obviously the people that are anti-vaccines, right, are people that are like freedom, no regulations, right? But I got to say, like the whole vaccine process is pretty deregulated for anything
that's how
like,
they got it out. Yeah,
this serious. Like you just walk into the CVS, it's like, okay, what's your name? Okay, cool. Honor system. You're gonna be back, right? Here's your card. Bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
No ID necessary.
It's great. I mean, they're really letting you be responsible for your own self.
I got a theory. I got a conspiracy theory about the vaccine. You guys want to hear it?
Sure.
Nope.
I think it makes you. I think it's if it's like a government thing. I don't think it's a microchip. I think it's like a test for a youth serum, because I used to get chills all the time as a kid, and this vaccine's given me chills like both times. The other time was just like for an hour, the first one, and I'm waking up with like raging boners. I'm acting a little bit more immature. I think it's like a test to like find out like a holy grail. Like youth
interesting.
A boner, the chills, and the runs. That's a great combo.
It's like a 5-year-old, like a 10-year-old, 10-year-old me.
You're a great date.
That's a 5-year-old from hell. If it's a 5-year-old.
You know what's funny? Like, do you ever listen to those conspiracy theories and then like normally like this shit's nuts, and then you get really high, and then you're like, maybe they're right. Like my high brain is definitely like, these conspiracy theorists, they might be onto something.
I don't allow myself to do that, Pat. Like, because of course
I can't help it.
You gotta like switch over to something else. Like if you're super high, like if you go down that rabbit hole, of course if you're high, you're gonna like.
Yeah. Don't watch Zeitgeist if you're high.
No.
Or any I'm with you, Pat, on that. You're very suggestible in that state.
I think it's just you're paranoid. You get paranoid, and paranoia will lead you to like thinking that the government is trying to do something nefarious and slide it past you.
Well, they are too. Like that's the hard part. It's like a mixed bag. So then your poor brain, your high brain has to like deal with what is the bullshit that they're actually just doing that's bullshit, and what's the fake bullshit that's just a fake conspiracy.
Right.
theory.
But that's
like, I thought of this. What are they thinking of?
Yeah.
I generally stick to slapstick comedies.
Right. Well, no, but I use it as a
Safe.
line for
Safe.
myself. And I'm like, wait a minute. If I'm having these thoughts that other people seem to have regularly while I'm high, there's your answer.
Mm.
Right.
They're high.
The
They're
high isn't unlocking like some like secret code or my ability to see the world differently. I'm just high.
Next time
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
tells you a conspiracy theory, you should just scream at him. Are you high?
The alien stuff's the best when you're high too. Like you get down. Like,
That is fun because that's just good old fashioned clean fun. Like because
Right.
we're all one team when it comes to the aliens.
That's
against
true.
The aliens.
I don't know.
Humans versus aliens. Well,
It's pretty divided subject. Some people think that they're friendly. A lot of people think they're evil. Many people don't think they exist, and that's a real problem.
no,
So,
but what Pat's saying is like you'd hope that all the humans unify if they are evil against the aliens.
no, definitely there's going to be turncoats. There's going to be
some
traitor
Benedict
humans.
Arnolds
For
Yeah.
sure, dude.
But
Well-
dude, how awesome will it be?
Wes just raised his hand.
Wes is in.
Okay,
Whatever they want me to do, I'll do.
murder messed up, right? Murder's totally messed up. But it's also kind of a natural thing. Over the history of humans, murder is pretty common. How great is murder going to be against turncoats? People that turn against the human
It's got to be
race?
the most
Oh,
satisfying.
they need a
Yeah.
new name for treason. If you're treasonous to like on the alien side, it needs to be like more aggressive.
Dude, think about how great would it be if we put our psychopaths, the people that normally terrorize us, to work for us. You know what I mean? Like,
Taliban's going after the aliens.
no,
That'd be
and the
nice.
turncoats.
And
Like
Well,
labor camps.
okay.
Okay.
right, yeah, like okay. Well, we're going into a slippery slope there.
Yeah,
let's
let's
move
get to the
into
news.
The news of the day. And
You watch yourself, Wes. I got an eye on you.
What
I
the
will-
fuck, Wes? That
I'll
was quick.
I'll sell you out so fast to the aliens.
I mean, they've got to have impressive tech, right? Like they're
Yeah.
going to show up on a nice ship. It's going to be hard to turn them down.
Wes is like that guy in the Matrix. He's like, just bring me back as like an actor or something. Joe
That is
Manganiello.
me.
Like,
That is me. I want to be rich.
yeah, I don't care. Just when you kill me, bring me back as an actor.
All right, boys, let's do the news. And today's Daily Buzz. It's a surprise. We're going back down under, mates. What we've got here is a big problem in Australia. And I'm just going to show you some videos so you can see what's happening. The octopus are rising from the seas. Okay. Here's an
Oh,
octopus.
No.
That's in Bondi Beach, Sydney.
That's a
Just
big one.
yeah. You see what he's doing there on the beach?
Oh, I don't. Okay, Wes, you still are taking your position about turncoating
Against the octopus?
against
Which is
against
clearly an
against-
alien.
Well, no, the octopus don't scare me. But yes, Pat, I'm still on the alien side,
That's a-
1000%.
That's an extremely large octopus.
Gonna
Yes,
play
I
it
get
again
that.
for you, fellas, there,
Yeah.
so you can really soak it in. Eh?
Oh,
Feel
God.
free to talk over it. Just
I know what he's doing.
octopus.
He's
It's a
hunting for
giant
shallow
octopus
crustaceans.
He's on land. He's on land. Like,
He's gonna go to the little pools.
You're gross.
It looks like someone decapitated the bad guy from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, and then his head was crawling across the beach.
Yes, I can't really do analysis in Australian accent, but yeah, I mean that's a humongous octopus. That
Did
thing
they-
is enormous, and it's
did
in city in Australia.
The guy who won Best Documentary, did he get on a plane to go fuck that thing?
It's not. My octopus teacher is not about fucking an octopus, Mark.
Oh,
Kinda
okay.
is, though, right?
Okay, sure.
Kind of.
Sure.
He might want to watch out. He might want to watch out because he might not want to fuck all these octopuses. Might be hard to get close to him. Look at this octopus that came up on the beach in Western Australia.
He's gonna try. Well,
Oh, golly.
Oh, did you not see it? Shit.
aggressive.
Yeah, I saw him.
Okay.
Oh,
Boom.
Oh.
golly.
He swipes at the guy. The octopus is straight under the water. Octopus raises a tentacle out, swipes at the guy.
This thing has
not for me.
a tentacle span of like 19 feet, probably. It's
yeah,
insane.
they're terrifying.
It's like
They're
Stretch
really
Armstrong.
I don't know what's going on in Australia, but it's a big problem, mate. I don't know. I'm trying to keep the accent going. I just can't.
Are
So
people
what-
getting bit?
what
Are
was-
people getting bit? What's the big
Yeah,
problem?
what's the point of that story?
Oh, it's just cool octopus videos. Here's one more Australian video. Here's a kid whose dad was holding him up at a rugby match, and then he just gets hammered in the face with a rugby ball
This
from
one's
a
great.
free kick. It's awesome. So here it comes. We're in the stands. We're watching them. They're lining up for the kick. Here it comes. Oh no!
Oh, that kid's got to do better. Not an athlete, that kid. Get your hands up, kid.
He's
Get your
way
hands
slow.
He
up.
was
Yeah.
trying to catch it. It just smacked him straight in the
Well,
face.
it hit him so hard, and he's so little. Like the ball's, relatively heavy rugby ball, and it was coming at such a velocity that the dad almost dropped him because he was getting launched. Like that could have been really bad if the dad let go of him.
Yeah, it
Really
really
ruptured
could
a
have.
vertebrae. That's how bad that was.
Yeah, that was bad.
It really could have. And that's what's buzzing down under, fellas. I think that it might be ceviche time in Australia with all those octopus crawling up on the beach. And today's Daily Buzz was brought to you by our new and incredible sponsor, Fast Growing Trees. Okay. If you've seen the show clips and watching the YouTube recently, you know that the Hard Factor studio recently added a beautiful ficus tree in Reno. And here are the name choices as promised. Either Big Fella, Lazarus, Old Greg, Fuckus, King Doria, Jesus Christ, or Hard Ficus Tree.
Wow.
So we'll put
Those
a
are
pull up
awesome.
on that. We'll put a pull up on that. Jesus Christ sounds like a strong contender. This tree is the healthiest indoor plant I've ever owned, thriving immediately, and it was shipped directly to my door like anything else you'd order online in a box. Like incredible. The soil's moist. The leaves are beautiful and fresh.
Classy too, Will.
Yeah, I mean, it adds what a touch of class to the studio. I feel immensely more professional with this thing by my side. So don't only skip the big box stores, skip the entire trip to the nursery altogether and head to fastgrowingtrees.com, the world's largest online nursery. No more waiting in lines, messy cars, and digging through a lackluster selection. Just go to fastgrowingtrees.com and choose from thousands of varieties of trees, shrubs, and plants expertly curated to thrive in your area, delivered to your door in just 1 or 2 days after order. Indoor, outdoor, big, small, trees and plants. Fast Growing Trees has it all. And looking at their easily searchable catalog is way more convenient than just roaming like the aisles of your local nursery. You're just going to get upset and then pick the wrong plant at the end of that. Just chill in your house, look at the pictures, pick one. It'll be shipped beautifully. Perfect condition. Planting season is here. Join over 1 million satisfied gardeners at fastgrowingtrees.com. Plus, the 30-day Alive and Thrive guarantee means your plants arrive happy, healthy, and ready for planting, and they really do. Now through June 30th, go to fastgrowingtrees.com/factor for 15% off. That's 15% off at fastgrowingtrees.com/factor, fastgrowingtrees.com/factor.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and if you're a dude and you have like a tree in your house that's thriving, like Will looks healthier right now with that tree next to him automatically.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a dude and you bring a girl over and you have a plant that's thriving, she's gonna think, "Wow, he can take care of stuff. Wow, he'll probably take care of my kid. Maybe I should marry him. Maybe
Well,
I should."
too.
to
You know?
the point where maybe wear a condom.
Right.
Because she might think too much you could take care of.
Oh,
things.
yeah. You could be
Right.
too attractive
Yeah.
with a beautiful tree by your side.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Very important information here for anyone who owns an Alexa Echo device for your home. You guys have Alexas, right, Mark and Will? You have Echoes?
Oh, I've got
no,
every
I have
single one of them.
Google Home, which is
I've got Google
fuck,
Home,
that's trash.
Alexa. I've got Facebook Portal. Everybody's spying on me in my house.
Yeah.
Everybody
Everyone is
knows what's
spying
going on.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, listen up. Did you know that sounds of your arguing, lovemaking, discussions about personal shit can trigger your device to start recording those sounds, which Amazon staff can then listen back to improve and monitor the system performance. So
Jack off because they're listening to you. Fuck. Probably.
right, some pervy nerd in Silicon Valley could be doing that.
They claim it's to like make the voice recognition better, but it's really just
Right.
to listen to fucking.
Exactly. There's some.
No, this does happen. So in my daughter's nursery, the other day, the playlist just automatically started playing songs for little girls. Like
Weird. So
like
creepy.
it's weird. Like I was like told it to play a different song,
And
and
you
all
were
of a sudden,
super grateful that you had a daughter at that time
you're right.
to cover up your little girl playlist
No, all of a
because it would have
sudden,
been really embarrassing otherwise.
I play her. No. This is how it goes. I play her "That's Amore." That song calms her down. So I'm changing her. I'm playing her that, and then all of a sudden, every song after it's about little girls for like 20 minutes. Like clearly, the thing knows it's in a
Right.
little girl's room, right?
Hmm.
You think?
Yeah.
Or was that just luck?
No, I think that's probably true. I think that it knows way too much.
Like a big pizza pie. For me, the Google Home in my bedroom gets triggered by the TV, and it just fucking like every other sentence. It's like I don't understand. I need to unplug it.
Yeah. Well, it's a big problem, and they are spying on you. So this was a report done back in 2019 by The Sun. One analyst they spoke to that listens to these recordings says, "quote It's been said that couples having sex and even what sounded like a sex attack have been heard by staff. We were told to focus on Alexa commands, but it was impossible to not hear these other things going on. So they're definitely just listening to your arguments. If you're talking about, like your health scares with your significant other, they know all your personal shit if you have one of these in your home. Back then, the campaign group Privacy International got involved and said, quote, we need stronger laws to protect the public from devices which are always on and always listening. People with these devices have are right to feel creeped out and concerned.
I mean, what is it going to do to you, though?
No, it's for people that are really concerned about privacy. And if someone else, 1,000 miles away knows that you are fucking, having marital problems or that you like to be called a little fuck boy while you're having sex.
Yeah. it's never going to come back to you, though. Like if they were ever to make it public, then they would be admitting to.
It's not about that, though. It's about the slippery slope of civil liberties. I think
people don't
like the
menthols,
right?
Yeah.
If you're in a position where people can take your data and use it in any way, shape, or form against you, it'll make your life harder. It'll increase the wealth disparity gap. It'll do a number of different things.
Right? They can use audio clips to just like sue people or like embarrass them.
They could blackmail you. They could blackmail you.
Knowing this, you can fuck with them. Like last night, they got a show because I had the chills and the spills all night, so they knew. Like, good luck. Good luck listening to that.
God damn it.
So it's every device. Siri does this too. From this group, there have been countless instances of recordings featuring private discussions between doctors and patients, business deals, criminal dealings, sexual encounters. Siri often hears the sound of a zip as a trigger. So when you're just getting ready to get it on, Siri's like, better listen closer. Yeah, the zip of the zipper. And Apple Watches are a lot of prone to accidental triggers. So what can you do? What's the point of all this? Well, a company has come out. You could do that. You could just not have them in your home. But this company has come out with a new privacy condom, and it looks like this. Here it is. It's it's made by Cam Soda. Costs $9.99 and blocks all the speakers of your device to prevent recording. It's like literally telling like Echo to plug your ears like it's a kid. Like
earbuds.
Yeah,
what a hassle.
Yeah.
But what a hassle.
It's fucking
cover them all with fucking rubber.
Yeah. with these fucking pink condom looking things.
Oh my God, we forgot to cover the one in the den.
Yeah.
What a hassle.
Yeah.
Now, if you go over to somebody's house and they have one of these things, that's when you got to start asking questions. Like, why did you get that? What did you think was going to happen? With
Look for stains.
It's a high level of paranoia. So one analyst also from Amazon said, quote, Amazon told us that everyone we were listening to had consented to it. So I never felt like I was spying, and they were listening to up to 1,000 recordings a day.
No way. Bezos told him it was okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, surprise.
So yeah, before you
and he's exited as CEO, surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bald Bezos.
Yeah. So wrap up your schlong and your listening.
Look, if you have those devices, you just need to understand that, like,
right.
Even if you have like a cell phone or a television at this point, like
your phone is definitely spying on you.
My phone's seen my hand and cock on my hand all the time. Like it's like you can't hide anything from it. So just
all devices at this
tighten it up. Maybe tighten it up.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. They log everything. I mean, watch the Snowden documentary. That Project Prism, I don't think went away. I think it's still there.
I got nothing to hide.
I'd kind of like it if some of my things were recorded. If I could go back and be like, "Oh, that was a good one." Let me.
You just like ask the NSA. Like email them. Be like, "Hey, I lost an email 3 years ago. Yeah, you guys think you could dig this up for me?" Pretty sure.
I think I won that argument last May. Can you can you bring that back up? My wife and I.
Listen how dumb you sound. Here, check it out.
Oh my God! Argument playback would end so many marriages.
What if the fucking device
Alexa? It's a mode. Alexa, argument playback mode.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh well,
I'm right mode.
Yeah, you can hack it. All right, guys. So this one comes from Joe on Instagram. Thanks for sending this in, Joe. And it's a follow-up on one of our favorite Florida man stories. It's actually a Florida animal story. And the time has come. The time has come for the age of the genetically modified mosquito.
Yes. We've been waiting for this.
Oh, wait. In Florida, this is the
Yeah.
second
Florida.
time they've done this.
They did it in the Keys.
They
No,
did it
this
for
is
the-
nope. They didn't do it yet. They're doing it this week. It's an update.
Oh, exactly.
Hey,
Time.
we
Nice.
talked about it months ago, but now the
Nice.
project is approved, and this week, 144,000 non-biting male mosquitoes, engineered by the British firm Octopus, that are meant to mate with biting females that will result in offspring unable to survive and unable to bite. Are going those 144,000? They're pumping them out this week, coming up in the Keys.
Beautiful.
So, Florida Man Friday for you. The project is meant to control the population of I'm not going to pronounce this correctly, Aedes aegypti, maybe
Pretty good.
mosquito, and to freak out conspiracy theorists as well. Those are the 2 points of the project. Yeah. And that particular mosquito, we're gonna assume it's the one that looks like this. Could be. That particular mosquito can spread
Classic mosquito.
It's just a mosquito. That mosquito can spread dengue fever, Zika virus, and yellow fever, as well as heartworms to pets and animals. It's a real menace because apparently that shithead mosquito makes up only 4% of the mosquito population in the Keys, which is just a wonderful habitat for middle-aged to third-act alcoholic white guys with money and mosquitoes. But that 4% from this one mosquito is like 90% of the disease transmission to humans. So problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Big problem.
So I mean that's the worst mosquito. There's no
It's
way
the
there's
worst.
a mosquito that's worse than that.
No, so they're just trying to like extinct this mosquito. Like they're
Right.
trying to like just
Well,
root,
good.
like
Well,
get this mosquito out of here.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Is it so like messing with nature is tough. We've all seen different movies over the years about how it can be dangerous. But is this a situation where they're messing with nature, but it won't actually mess with the species? It'll just make it like inept, so to speak.
These are questions, Pat, that environmentalists are asking because, like you said, we've seen that Simpsons Halloween episode.
Mm-hmm.
With
Everybody's
seen the
seen
butterfly
Sharknado.
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sharknado, like Will just said. But look, guys, the reason it took so long to agree to genetically modify the mosquitoes, along with that environmentalist being like, "Whoa, don't mess with God," or "Don't mess with the environment," is don't mess with God. Because in Florida, only God plays God, right? That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 in Florida is name your kid a double initial like TJ or CJ or DJ, or flip the J and go JT, or JD,
yeah.
or JC. So it has to start around with a J. But that's rule number 2. But the program started picking up steam after the Zika virus crisis in 2016. That seems to be the tipping point where they're like, you can play God with the mosquitoes.
Yeah, they're like, we don't like diseases.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like the mRNA, right? Where people are like, hey, we don't like messing with like, what is that, fetal tissue that they have to use to make that or something? But they're like, the coronavirus also
Oh
sucks.
man, no! It was fucking stem cells from one fetus.
Oh, like at the very beginning.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but still, I think people are like willing to swallow like their reservations on those types of things at this point, right?
They got to
I
get
mean,
this
'cause
mosquito out of there.
You don't
guys.
like corona. You don't like mosquitoes.
This mosquito's a menace, but we'll see. We'll see if there's a butterfly effect. Hopefully not, because hopefully it works out. Because those half and full conchs in the Keys, we want them to be safe, and all the tourists that really keep that place afloat for however long that land has left.
Yeah.
I know I would like to be back in the Keys right now. So
Yes.
yeah.
And be on the lookout for Hard Factor Florida vacation details. It's coming together. It's gonna.
That's
happen.
right. If you're a big baller, you can start in the St. Pete and then just head on down to the Keys afterwards. Right on down to the Keys. Helix is a sponsor today. They're bringing this story to us. With the current state of affairs, it's easy to lose sleep at night. Here's the thing. It's really important to get a good night's sleep. Everyone sleeps different, which Helix is well aware of, and that's why they have a quiz that just takes only 2 minutes to complete and matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. Helix has soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Mattress is great for cooling you down if you sleep hot like me, and even a Helix plus size mattress, or plus mattresses for plus size sleepers like your hashtag Fatboy Summers over here. I took the Helix quiz and I was matched with the Helix plus mattress and medium softness for people that sleep on their backs. The mattress also has temperature control, like I said, and I'm definitely going to order one because Wes won't shut up about how great his is. I got the Midnight Lux. Hey, he's not
Very
alone.
nice. It's very nice.
He's not alone. As Helix was awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020, which was the most recent year, by GQ and Wired magazine. Whew. It's all done online, and the mattress comes right to your door, shipped for free. Skip the trip to the mattress store forever. The mattress store sucks. I hate going to the mattress store. Oh, I have the salesman will lay on this one. Okay, creep. Just go to helixsleep.com/factor. Take their 2-minute sleep quiz to get paired with the mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, which you Don't have to worry about that because you will. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattresses orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/hardfactor. That's helixsleep.com/hardfactor for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows.
What a deal.
Amazing. Yeah, it really is a great mattress. Yeah.
Good news.
Yeah.
New York City will be fully reopening starting July 1st. Mayor Bill de Blasio said on Thursday.
Very nice.
That is great news.
Said, quote, "We are ready for stores to open, for businesses to open, offices, theaters, full strength." Yeah, it's pretty good. He did Morning Joe. Said it that way. What are your thoughts here? Because Twitter was a little mixed. I personally am stoked on it.
Well, I mean, I don't
it's
understand
awesome.
the people that want the lockdown to last longer.
Yeah, how much longer do you want it to go?
Look, the vaccine is really easy to get for anyone over 16 years. It's been that way in every state. So by July 1st, if you're not vaccinated, what are you doing?
Right. And also, what was the argument?
You probably
Pat,
want it to be open anyways if you're not vaccinated. So
right. What was the argument for the people who are not excited about it?
All right, well, this is from Simulated Dr. Evan, PhD, so it's probably a troll account. But he's saying this is completely irresponsible. There's no way New York should be allowed to open. It's not safe. And even if that was a troll account, there was a ton of comments like that.
Real comments. Well, you've seen it happens in India, right? You guys have heard about that, right?
Well, India's doing really tough.
Well, and it's because they have a vaccine-resistant strain that's ravaging the country.
Yes.
Right, and that's the biggest fucking, honestly, straight up,
We
guys.
don't, right?
That's what we're seeing
There's 2 cases reported in California, but nothing widespread in the United States.
Also, the first instance of a child under 11 years old dying from coronavirus complications happened recently. The family in Hawaii, they went to Hawaii with their kid on vacation. Their kid obviously hadn't been vaxxed. Bummer. This is why vaccination.
Could have been he was just so excited to be in Hawaii.
Yeah, he just died. This is why vaccination is so important, though. Like, for real. Like, okay, so I'm stoked about a July 1st reopening. New York City is the heartbeat of America. It kind of defines most of what happens in America in terms of culture and trends. So if New York City's reopening, that means the rest of the country is going to probably go with it. But I understand where people are like potentially trepidatious because we got to get the vaccines done, right?
Well, the reality is New York City should open probably last. I mean, most of the places in the country didn't need a lockdown because they're not the size of New York City or the population density. The thing about it is everywhere needs to be at their own pace. If you, Billy D has a track record of fucking up everything he does. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is wrong. But maybe it's right. Every local place has to judge on their own what the outbreak level is. What's the threat to your citizens, and then you have to go from there. I mean, you can't. Nobody in the United States is a huge country. No, it's not one size fits all for these fucking lockdowns.
No, large cities are the riskiest because of the population density.
Right. Well, I'm just saying it's like your parent being like, "Hey, if you get good grades, you can go to the winter trip to Canada, right?" And the good grades is getting the vaccine. So don't fuck this up for us, everyone. One other tweet was at AD49er said, opening up New York City at 100% with 50% of the police force. What's the worst that can happen? Good point. Yeah.
Well, Oregon's going back to lockdown, right? So like it's different in different places and
plus everyone's worked up. Oh man, there's gonna be crimes.
And there are, speaking of all those comments that Pat has, there are people that don't want the lockdown to end, like all over the place.
Yeah. But
so
if you're
I had that thought last night too when I was high.
No, it's true. It's true, dude. There are people that hope that this state of affairs does not end.
It doesn't have to end for you if you don't want it to end. You can stay in your fucking apartment as long as you want.
Like you said, we're not going to pull a Joe Rogan and tell you what to do. Don't take the vaccine. But like if you live in a city that's super dense, maybe you should. It's a different thing than like if you lived in Montana and you're like trepidatious about it. If you live in a city.
But the point is,
maybe
we
you
can't
want
get
to
to
take
a
the
position,
vaccine immediately. Yeah.
We can't get to a position where this thing keeps fucking mutating, and then you have vaccine-resistant strains. That's why we just got to get that herd immunity, and then we're cool, and then we can let the rest of the world burn down while we're fucking partying. Okay, let's move on from vaccines real quick, guys. If you didn't watch it, I highly recommend you watch the Jimmy Kimmel interview with MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell. It's fucking amazing, and it brings up a really excellent point. So if you guys don't know, Lindell is one of the biggest proponents of the fact that the election was hacked, stolen on behalf of someone for Joe Biden.
He's
right,
still
and Donald
working
Trump
that
was robbed.
angle, right?
Well, he's
Oh,
countersuing Dominion Systems, who sued him for like $1 billion.
By the way, he's boned. Fox is boned. All those motherfuckers are straight boned. It'll take years for that lawsuit to shake out, but I think the Fox lawsuit's 1.3 billion. And yeah, like it's going to personally bankrupt guys like Lindell and take like I think like 1/3 of Fox's yearly income. It's nuts. Because whatever. Anyway, we'll get to that later. But point being, this is an awesome interview. So yeah, Lindell is still banging the election with stolen drum, and Kimmel read his book. Kimmel did his research, and the most important thing, guys, is that Kimmel said, liberals and conservatives, everyone told me don't have you on the show, and they told you the same thing, don't go on the show. But I think it's important we talk to each other. So that was like the most important part of this thing before I get into how he just destroys the guy. We do need to talk to each other. You know what I mean?
Let's talk together so that I can make fun of you and use you as a example of why all Republicans are stupid.
It wasn't like that. It really wasn't like that. Kimmel's arguments were essentially he was pointing out how Lindell is probably psycho through logic, right? More or less. But the point is they were having a discourse. They're having a conversation. That's the important part. Okay, what did Kimmel say? Well, in his monologue ahead of it, he goes, somehow a simple pillow salesman from Minnesota got to the bottom of the deepest conspiracy in the history of American politics. It's crazy. It's almost hard to believe. And then he posed that question to Lindell when he's actually on the show. He said, Mike, do you ever think it's weird, objectively, looking at yourself going, why is it that I'm the only person in the country with this evidence? A guy who sells pillows on cable. Right. And he kind of got Mike there. He also said, Mike, I truly think that you have some sort of paranoid disorder because of your years of crack addiction. And Mike, but he didn't say it in like a mean or shitty way. Mike put in his book that Kimmel read. In front of him. He was a fucking huge crackhead. And just watch the interview. It's awesome. Kimmel's like, Mike, you've lost everything so many times in your life. I think you're on a downward trajectory to do so.
So is Tucker? So is Hunter going to go on Tucker now?
Well, so
I think we need it to
Kimmel
heal the
brought
country.
it up, and he was like, I read Hunter's book and I read your book, and there's some similarities between what you guys went through. And Lindell's like, no. And that's where the political divide is stupid as fuck. You guys are both crack addicts. Connect on that, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like technically now Hunter owes Tucker an appearance. I think that's how this should work, right? If we're all going to go on
the Kimmel thing is very different than Tucker. Tucker's a douchemonger.
Is it really though? Because Kimmel is kind of a DNC spokesperson, isn't he? Well, yeah, but like what I'm saying is like they're always spitting the talking points, right? Of like of the party.
Kimmel actually wrote his book and was like, hey man, it's weird, right, that you're the only guy that has this data, right? And Lindell was like, yeah, well,
all the late night hosts all kind of espouse the
interview
of the Democratic Party, and
we can talk about, but watch the interview. We'll talk about it next week if you think it's worth it. But I thought it was a good one. I thought it was different than what you normally see.
Now come on our show, Mike Lindell.
Right, he was supposed to come on. He turned us down. What the hell?
What the fuck? You too bit. You had to go on Kimmel. Okay, we got bumped for Kimmel. Jesus.
All right, got a quick one for you guys. Mark and other cat owners out there, you're going to want to pay close attention. And I got a question for you, Mark. Have you ever wondered how many surfaces of your house are being touched by your 5 cats' butts?
Yes. Oh, sorry, Mark.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Will,
yes.
You got a cat too? You have.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So there's a picture of a cat butt, right? They're all pretty pronounced. Looks like they would touch everything. Well, one homeschooled 6th grader named Caden Griffin.
They do.
They do. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tell me he put a marker.
He did like a blue. He did like a black light of the cat's buttholes.
Just wait. Yeah. So yeah, 6th grader Caden Griffin, he's homeschooled, did a science experiment titled "Do Cats' Butts Really Touch All the Surfaces in Your Home?" And there's this little experiment that he did.
That kid's awesome.
This little guy with no friends.
He's homeschooled.
Yeah, he's homeschooled. So Caden thought to himself,
because he's gonna get someone pregnant at 13 when he's 13 if they don't keep him away. That kid's badass.
He's a dynamo.
Yeah.
So
you gotta keep him locked away.
He thought to himself, my cat's butthole is always exposed. Does it touch everything? So what he and his mom did is they painted their two cats' butts with a non-toxic bright red lipstick. And then they had the cats sit and lie down and do normal cat stuff as best they could with bright red lipstick now on their assholes. Here's a video of the experiment.
All right, let's see if we got a print.
No print.
No print on the paper. The cat was just sitting on.
He's got a lot of red lipstick on
That's-
it, so the
butthole is
butthole
very
did not
attractive,
touch
though.
the
Yeah.
flat surface.
So
Yeah.
they don't put their buttholes on things. Their legs are
They're
preventing their butt from
hovering.
touching. Yeah.
Hovering
Yes.
the butthole.
Yeah. So the findings
Such good
were.
news.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really
fuck
great news.
you, Wes.
Yeah, it's
Thank
great news.
God.
So the findings were long and medium-haired cats' buttholes made no contact with soft or hard surfaces at all. Short-haired cats made no contact with hard surfaces, but we did see evidence of a slight smear on the soft bedding surface. So if you have yeah.
You
You're
have
gonna
if
get
you're a
some smears.
You've seen a couple of these that they're discussing.
When you say findings, you're talking about the findings of this 6th grade homeschool kids science fair project?
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
So who the hell keeps giving me pink eye?
Yeah, that's yourself.
It's myself.
So the overall they found chances are favorable that your cat's butthole will not touch all things in the surface of your home. She of course gave her son an A+ on the experiment. Wants everyone to know that while the cats had absolutely hated getting lipstick painted on their asses, they were not harmed and fed lots of treats. So good news for cats owners. Your house isn't completely disgusting, just your litter boxes and the cat butts are not everywhere.
Thank you, Wes. That
You're
was
welcome.
very, very nice of you.
Good news.
Yeah, it's great news. Are we on to voicemails and reviews now?
You're all getting treats today.
Oh shit. Well, it's been a hell of a week, and that was a good way to wrap it up. Some great news from Wes, about the cat butts there.
Not the direction I wanted it to go in.
Me neither. Pat.
You wanted
What the
cat butts
fuck,
to
you
be
guys?
dirtier?
Yeah.
I wanted it to be disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to see a room just with lipstick kisses everywhere.
That would mean that my house is just lipstick kisses everywhere. And I don't like that.
You
That
made
sounds
your
good.
bed, you lie in it.
Oh man,
Yeah. No, it's okay, Mark.
Good.
Our counters are cleaner than we thought they were.
That's right.
That's good. That's good news. I really thought my cat's asshole was on.
now my
every-
one cat who literally sticks his butt on the ground and wiggles across the floor. That's smear city.
Yes.
He's just itchy.
Not stopping that guy.
No,
Gotta get him a little cat bidet.
All right. Time for voicemails and reviews. Thank you to everybody in the Heart O Hive for listening and sending in these voicemails and reviews. We fucking love them every week. Makes our week. You make our week. You make our days. You keep us
fuck
going.
yeah.
Let's get into it with 6 voicemails. So let's get them playing. And the first one is from Tom.
Hey guys, Tom, longtime listener, love the show. Had a question. Not that I'm looking for a job, but if you guys say yes, then maybe. But have you guys ever thought about bringing another person on the show? All right, thanks. Love the show.
Love you, Tom.
5th host.
Well, that's a lot of talking.
It's a lot. Yeah, we have a problem talking over each other already.
I feel like, even of anyone that comes on the show, PFT when he comes on is like the most regular because we've been all talking for so long together, and that's just almost too much, right? To fight when there's 5 on. I like
It's 4 is gets
Yeah, no, Kate
Shaking.
and Large are pros. Like a lot of those people that are pros, like they do less stepping than we do on each other. Like they're good guests. But if you get, it's tough. 4 is tough. 5 is very tough.
Yeah, and also Tom, not to be too PC here, but we probably have to mix up the demographics. So if
we need a lady.
right, lady,
lady,
or
any
someone of
non-fat
color.
white guy,
black chick would be
know,
awesome.
Yeah, we need like a Hispanic, Asian, or Black woman.
Right. Yeah. So there's probably that. We probably don't want another perspective that's similar to ours.
Yeah, well,
Sorry,
I mean,
Tom. You sound like us, Tom.
But Tom,
Well,
if you want,
well,
if you want the white upper middle class Northern Virginia coming from highly educated households perspective, we got you, bro.
But Tom, no, for real. Everybody, look, we don't know when we need help at any time. We're always trying. We're always grinding. We're always trying to grow the show. We're always trying to get stuff going. hardfactornews@gmail.com is our email. If you're trying to link up and do some business with us, just let us know.
The second Wes Benedict Arnold's us with the aliens, we have
Right.
we have an opening. So,
Opening there.
Yeah,
You
sure.
guys will be dead anyway.
All right.
We're
Thank
gonna be
you,
Wes
Tom.
and 3 other aliens.
Yeah.
Doing the show.
Just they're loosely wearing our skin. It's quite clearly not us.
They're definitely going to keep the ficus tree.
He's
I can
wearing an
guarantee
Edgar
it.
suit.
Yeah, he's wearing an Edgar suit.
All right. Let's move it to the next one. This one is from Austin in Ohio, I think. Oh, whoops. Sorry. You got to play it for you.
Hey boys, it's Austin again from Ohio. My voice isn't really back yet. I kind of still sound like Bubba. I'm here, Pullman Wii Sports. Kind of hopefully I'm 3 strikes in, third frame. I didn't put my dad's ashes in there. Honestly, I agree that it's a great. That's very great. A great thing that he did, and I do appreciate that. But Wes, why every time I watch these shows, I feel like you just sit there and nod, and it's like whenever fucking everyone else is there, you don't talk. What is going on with you? Appreciate you guys. And, hopefully you guys y'all have a great one.
Oh my God,
Austin's hilarious.
that was awesome.
Yeah, he's having a good time. Well, I guess I like, first of all, we kind of touched on it in the beginning with that first voicemail. If all 4 of us talked as much as all of us, the stepping would be unbearable. So I like my role of just kind of jumping in whenever I can and being like a more of a color, and I just don't have as much to say.
You're a counter puncher, right? You're a color guy, counter puncher. You see an opening.
That's right.
We overswung.
Yeah.
Pop.
And
counter
I
punch.
mean, I can speak for myself. I'm a loudmouth. So I know that, like, yeah, I'm on my
Three
handful.
loudmouths. Pat used to be a loudmouth too, but he's been like taking it easy the past couple months. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we got some more voicemails and reviews that might give us shed some light on what's
Okay.
going on with
Psychoanalyze us.
Wes is sitting there thinking like, okay, Wes comes with the most left field perspective usually, so it's great to have that come in intermittently.
He's thinking outside the box. He's
Right,
he's gonna toss you. He's gonna toss you a monkey wrench. You're not
Yeah,
ready
he's
for it.
always coming from a place you don't expect.
Yeah. I'm perfectly happy being the guy who talks least. Trust me.
taking angles. All right. Next one is from Luis.
If you like Hard Factor, and we hope you do, what's up, boys? This is Luis from California, Seattle now, but I was wondering, I don't know how much Anchor is paying you guys to promote those ads, but it's kind of unfortunate that you can't add music anymore. Regardless, even if and once they're no longer sponsoring you guys, which hopefully never happens, I will pay to keep that intro. Wes, you're iconic for for getting that created every single morning for some odd reason. The 2 things I look forward to are the if you like Hard Factor, and we hope you do, and the good mornings from Will there. So Wes and Will, thank you for starting the morning off right. Mark, love the commentary you always say. And Pat, you're kind of my favorite for some reason. I don't know, man. There's something about just the banter. I feel like in my group of friends, I'm closer to Pat than the other boys. But anyway, appreciate you guys. I wish the episodes were a little longer. The 35, 45-minute clips. I hear it on Spotify, and then I watch the videos on YouTube. They go by too quick. So, yeah, thanks for doing what you're doing, and let's keep this Fat Boy summer going strong. All right, bye, boys.
Nice.
Thank you,
Oh,
Luis.
yeah.
Check your Venmo, bud.
Thanks, brother.
Luis is a man. Also, for Luis, if he's not already on patreon.com/hard factor, go send in the car tier. You're going to get lots of content. You could get the
closer
Hive Hour
Pat,
and
yeah.
Florida Man Friday and the Discord chat all the time. So you could just have content 24/7.
Let me explain something real quick on the music, because we touched on it a little bit a couple episodes ago, but here's exactly what's happening, guys. So
It's not our fault. We're trying.
Apple Podcasts, right, which was the killer. They were the leader in podcast distribution, right? There's no really way for them to track what content is being put out, right? Spotify is making a huge play to be the competitor to Apple Podcasts. You guys saw the Joe Rogan deal, obviously. Now, Spotify is a music platform, right? So they have what's called a digital ID. It's like a music fingerprint. Same thing that YouTube has. They have that system already built out so that I can't upload the Bad Bunny album and pretend it's my album, right? Because Bad Bunny already has it on the platform.
This is,
Spotify,
this is the technical stuff, Pat.
So Spotify is applying that, right? The use of songs that have not been licensed in podcasts, which is the standard for podcasts. They're applying that. So they're the digital fingerprint. So they're flagging episodes that are using songs that aren't licensed.
Right, but it's not Anchor or Spotify that's behind this. It's Universal Music that represents represents artists. This is like Napster with Metallica. Universal representation that represents Drake and all these fucking huge artists decided that they wanted to start suing or taking off stuff.
They want to protect their copyright.
It's Universal Music. It's not Spotify. Spotify has the technology to find these things, but Universal fucking Music is cocksuckers.
Right.
And
Okay. Hold on.
Hopefully we work it out eventually where we're allowed to add the songs back in and they're listenable everywhere.
Because I'm telling you, I understand if someone's like using an entire song and they're monetizing it, and the only reason they're making money is because they're stealing copyrighted songs, stuff that we're playing snippets of songs that then people want to listen to.
But
it's
it might
actually
get worked
good
out,
for the fucking artist. Universal sucks.
Right. Okay. So
is it going to get worked out, Pat? We're going to be able to play music.
I'm very surprised that Universal Music Group has been sending takedown notices because I think that the issue is so gigantic, right? Where there's so many podcasts that have been around for such a long time using songs as their intro song. And really, that's the big motherfucker for us. Money for Nothing as our intro song. We've been lucky, like just getting dinged for like putting a Drake song or a Lady Gaga song as our outro. And the outro is really just like an expression of ourselves.
We're trying to make everybody have a great
fun bonus, right? Yeah, it was like, and enjoy the music as you're going into your day. If you're listening to this in the morning, the Money for Nothing thing, if they ding us for that, then that starts to that sucks. We're gonna have to go try to negotiate a license.
Then we're gonna have to learn how to play shred electric guitar.
Right. Yeah. I hope it'll get worked out. I'm surprised that Universal Music Group. But they're not doing this on Apple. Just so you know, like Apple's, you're not getting notices for infringing on copyright on Apple.
If Universal comes after us again or comes after Money for Nothing, we're gonna come up with a Universal's a cocksucker song, and
we'll just wait till it's Sony, and then wait till it's the other guys.
We'll have to go.
Fuck
Warner Music Group.
They're wrong. They shouldn't be blanket statementing these people. They should do it on a case-to-case basis because sometimes it's actually beneficial for your artist to have their art go out.
Too big a job.
Yeah.
We'll spread the love. Also, Luis, positive news. This episode is already over 45 minutes. Oh, you're getting your wish today, buddy. All right. Next voicemail is from Darren. Uh-oh.
What?
Hey, boys. Darren from Maine. Hadn't called in a while. Hope you are all doing well. Wanted to check in because a couple stories this week really trapped my ass. As my name implies, Darren from Maine.
Sorry, Darren.
Stories really hit home. Pat, I take offense to you calling all Darrens fat. Not because I'm skinny. I am quite a fat boy. But my neighbor growing up, also named Darren, and he was a fairly average fellow. Also being from Maine, I actually grew up in Aroostook County, one of the towns affected by the beaver. I think the most incredible thing about that story is that there are 10,000 people in Aroostook County. A little bit of research will show you largest county east of the Mississippi land-wise, but one of the most sparsely populated. So that was a very ambitious beaver.
Wow.
And finally, that spider video definitely jumped the shit out of me. So fuck you guys. I should have known better. Anyways, keep up the great work. Love you all. Have a great fucking day.
Fucking Darren. Nailed you fat ass Darren.
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding, man. But how good is that? And your neighbor growing up, I bet he's fat now.
Well, there's one Darren you forgot about that sold us a bag of actual grass clippings and stuff.
I was thinking about him while we were just
super skinny. He was incredibly skinny.
He was at the time, but anymore.
But that's the type of guy that was like, he sold us grass clippings. He was dangerous. He had a gun. That guy is he's got the type of disposition that got him fat later.
Yeah,
or dead.
He punched like 13-year-old's teeth in when he was like 17.
I'm gonna do a little research on that, Darren.
Yeah.
That's such an
wouldn't-
asshole.
I wouldn't reach out. I wouldn't reach out to him.
You know, he had that. He had
He
that.
sprayed bug spray on that bag of weed he sold you.
He had that bad kid acting. Remember the bad kid
He
acting?
double wrapped it. I was
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Our buddy came back with it, and he's like, did you get the ounce or whatever? He's like, yeah, I got it. And he's like, I couldn't open it in front of him because he double wrapped it. He said, wait till you get back to open it. And the second he opened it, it was quite clearly grass.
Just grass like covered in DEET.
Yeah.
Piece of
that guy.
shit, that guy is.
He got you out of that
He got
day.
us.
But all right, next one.
Skinny ass Darren.
Oh, this is a follow up from a story. This is about the poop wall, fellas. So we got boots on the ground here.
What's up, boys? This is Josh from Ohio. Calling about the poop wall property line dispute from Thursday's show. This one really piqued my interest here because I'm a land surveyor in Ohio, and one thing that really stuck out to me is one of the guys in the interview. He was holding this long metal rod with a yellow tip on it. That's his property corner. Those are about 3 feet long, and they're shoved way on down into the ground, and it must have taken quite an effort to get that thing pulled out of the ground. But what really piques my interest about it is, why is he pulling his property corners out if he's having a property dispute?
Good question.
Anyway, love the show, guys. Have a great fucking weekend.
Oh, I love a land surveyor
too.
take.
Dude, Josh
I
nailed
love
that
that.
guy.
That's
That
inside
guy-
baseball.
We,
yeah.
we were saying that guy looks so shady, like the guy who was complaining. Josh
Yeah.
just totally fucking confirmed it.
Even the
Like-
Fox 2 guy was like, I don't think Wayne's got a case here. I think the shit's on. It's not on Wayne's property. It's not.
And by the way, that's what makes the Heart of Hive so dope. And,
That guy was
and
my favorite.
continue to do this, please. If we're covering a story that you're an expert on, Darren did it, Josh just did it. If you have
Cole in
insight,
South Dakota,
Yeah.
who
Pat,
hooked
I
us
got
up
a
with the
good one.
Ravens
A
board.
McDonald's franchisee DM'd us on Instagram, and it left a long message about the ice cream machines. I forget exactly what he said, but he said basically like they can get their own ice cream machine. We'll have to look into it.
there's
he's
one
like,
other machine they can get.
He was like, we're 50% correct type thing, but like there is, and then yeah. So yeah.
Oh, that we're always 100% correct, except for
No, he
when
liked
we're
our
not.
take. He said it was very
Except for when
interesting,
we're
but-
not, and then
Yeah.
just ignore those.
But
Take
if
it
they're
up with the
expert-
guy at
oh,
Wired that did the deep dive. I didn't. I just
Yep,
copied
and
his
then
work.
just we're still 100%. If you throw those out mentally, we're still 100%.
Right.
So, one last review from our buddy Black Ops. Let's hear what Black Ops is saying.
What's up, boys? It's Black Ops. Just thought I'd give you a shout out. Thank God you're back on the old stereo Fridays. Hopefully it'll be all the time. But anyways, just wanted to give a shout out to the Hard Factor boys. Love you. Keep doing your thing. Have a great fucking day.
There
Black
it is.
Ops, classic.
Thanks.
Thank you, Black Ops.
Big time stereo caller, Black Ops. We were on stereo last Friday. We're gonna get up on there as much as we can. Busy week this week for the boys. Probably
We
not
have a
on
happy
there, but
hour this Friday, right? So
Right,
it might not be
that's-
this Friday. Yeah,
Patreon.com/hard factor. Send in the car tier if you want to join the happy hour
tonight, this evening.
tonight.
Can we talk about what we might be doing, Pat, or is it no? Okay.
We'll be going down next happy hour, unfortunately.
Next
Okay.
happy hour, but still okay. So the May happy hour is gonna have
Yeah,
a
in the May
very
happy hour, here's what we're
enticing
gonna do.
game.
This is gonna be dope. In the May happy hour, we're gonna do trivia. So it'll be everyone who's in the Patreon can participate. It's gonna be a little bit more organized. A buddy of mine from college runs this very successful online trivia thing. He's gonna be hosting it with us. Each one of the Hard Factor hosts and Bubba, maybe Cam, depending on how many teams we'll have, will be team captains. And it's gonna be a trivia battle, which is gonna be fucking
Fuck
awesome.
yeah.
Like it's like
Hell
bar trivia
yeah.
essentially.
happy hour trivia battle. But tonight we're just gonna be doing our classic happy hour.
Drinking beers.
Come on, stop on by. Patreon.com/hard factor. Send in the car tier, then get your Discord role if you want to join the happy hour, which we've boosted the server. The Discord is on fire, so you got to send in the car.
The graphics should be good tonight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, boys. That was it for the voicemails this week. We have 3 5-star reviews. Let's get to them real quick and wrap up the show so people can enjoy their Friday.
What's the voicemail number one more time, Will?
512-270-1480. So
Nice. It's because you don't know it, right? That's why you.
I fucking man, I have a learning disability. You know that.
also, people can leave voicemails now on Anchor. Black Ops left that one on Anchor. So,
Oh, nice.
if you listen to
we got to
us
talk
on-
about that. If you're listening to the show on Spotify, you'll see a question at the top of every show, up like a poll.
That's where most of the ficus submissions came from, except for Jesus Christ, which is
I have
huge,
one more.
so.
I have one more voicemail, if that's okay.
Oh, you got another one?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna play it into the microphone.
Sorry, I didn't know. Did I miss it?
So this program, it's very funny. It's very good. I like it. Thank you again, and send my respects and thanks for guys again. Keep in touch.
Yes,
Yuri.
All right, Yuri.
Yuri.
In the beginning part there, he said,
voicemail.
I liked the program very much.
Oh, very good. I think everybody did. That thing's on fire, by the way. Watch the Yuri interview on YouTube. It's worth the watch. Next, let's get these 5-star reviews out. Let's enjoy the weekend, fellas. 5 stars from Kaylee KK Paul. She says, vacation entertainment. My boyfriend forced me to start listening to you guys while vacationing from Nebraska to the Grand Canyon. Now, you guys are the only podcast I subscribe to.
Hell yeah.
HAGFD. Yeah. Have a great fucking day. Indeed.
Happens every time.
Yeah. I feel like that's actually a good market. If you have a girlfriend, girls seem to not mind our show, at least for a little while. So, don't be scared to share it with a lady. Next 5-star review. Pat, this is a mean one to you, but don't worry.
Sick.
I've got some commiserating we can do after this here. 5 stars from Brands.
Let me guess. Do they call me a liberal douche or
something like that? Yeah, we'll get into it. Pat's literally a loser from Brand's Penis is the title. 5 stars.
Wait a minute. Brand's penis has been on before.
Oh,
Okay,
he has?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need to read it then.
Oh, we can read it.
He says, this guy is such an unbelievably ridiculous idiot. Scoreboard, quote unquote, and saying the knife chick has a point, triple question mark. Like, dude, I don't know if the goal is to play devil's advocate by being the only ridiculous left opinion on the show, but some of the takes you throw out there are so absurd that it makes me not want to listen to the show, ... Still give them 5 stars because the rest of you are awesome. But Pat, I wish I could mute your voice. And when I'd say this, Pat, before you respond, don't worry, because at least that guy left a 5-star. There was 2 1-stars about me this week, just complaining about my intro sucking and me yelling too much. So at least you got a 5-star on your complaint. So.
Okay, but that's so stupid. Like, you want me to just you want to have all the same take on the show? Is that what you want?
I think the diversity of opinion is good.
What good is that?
It gives us, that's what makes it spicy.
And also, I want to point this out, guys.
I don't think the 3 of us outside of you have the same opinion.
No, you don't. But in that particular instance,
I think we all have.
I was the only person with that contrarian take. But I want to point this out. Sometimes, right, I will give a take that I know isn't exactly mine, but it represents a group of our listenership. So that's what it is. Just because that's the whole point of the show, is to have that conversation.
Yeah, trying to have discourse here.
How will we know?
So he has a point. Then you do sometimes do it to.
No, I believe everything I said.
Yeah, so he has a point. So Brand's penis was right.
Everything I said was mine.
Mute him.
Yeah, mute his ass. You got him, Brands.
I just wanted to be all in agreement with what I think.
Yeah.
Last 5-star review. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody. I feel like what's hard for Hard Factor is that if you're used to other news shows, everybody else is branded to be all one viewpoint, right? And I think that our show is never going to be that way because we all have different viewpoints. We're
always going to have a take that pisses someone off for a few days, but they always come back, so it's all good.
And plus
we're trying to make you laugh. Yeah,
I'd love to rap with you, Brand's penis.
Yeah.
Right? Wouldn't you rather hear the legit takes and like the legit argument and the jokes instead of like that bullshit you get on other shows where it's just everybody agreeing with each other about the same fucking opinion?
The goal is not to minimalize or tell one group of people they're wrong. It's to entertain and to make people laugh. That's the goal of the show. So
yeah. So just take a chill pill, everybody that wants us to agree with you on every single subject. It's just never going to happen.
Can we get the IP addresses of the 1-stars? Let me work on it. Do you remember that guy that gave you a shitty comment on the Barstool blog, and then I found his IP address.
We found it where he worked.
Oh, that was
found out where he worked.
He worked at a hotel.
He wished ill upon me. He wanted me to die. That was
he was like shut you down.
He was like a night. He was like a night clerk at a hotel. Yeah.
That guy was mad.
I'm real tech savvy and protective.
Watch out. Last 5-star review for the week. It's from nickname 12244324232. And he says, pod versus YouTube. I've been a pod listener now for a while and never really ventured into the YouTube space. Obviously, I had to go watch the video for Yuri. Shout out Yuri, and if you watch that. Seeing Wes's face really has me shook. Have years of just listening. I've crafted an image of all of you in my head. Most are accurate. Wes's face and voice do not match. My world is crumbling, and I don't know what to do to make this new reality work. Sticking to the pod for now. Great show.
Yeah, I know what's happening. I'm way better looking than he thought I was, and it's just throwing him for a loop.
I need to know. I would pay for to have a sketch artist go and listen to what he thinks Wes should look like.
Well, you have to leave a voicemail, sir or ma'am.
Yes.
At 512-270-1480 and let us know what you think, or Twitter or Instagram us a sketch.
Do exactly like this. Go on YouTube and watch a video of someone describing a suspect to a criminal artist, and then describe it like that. You go into that level of detail, because if you do it well, we'll find a sketch artist to draw your Wes.
There you go. Or this is a long shot too. If you're good at making faces out of pancakes, those videos. If you can make a pancake of Wes, that would be great.
Yeah, we need to know. We need to know.
I hope you were pleasantly surprised.
I don't think
he said his world was crumbling.
Wes, talk for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I hope this guy was pleasantly surprised at how good looking I am. In fact, I know he probably thought I was not as good looking as I am, but I'm clearly just very attractive. And
I think he thinks you're like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, maybe.
And weird looking.
Weird looking.
That's gonna do it for Hard Factor this week. Thank you all for listening. The Hardo Hive is what keeps us going every single day, and we love you for it. Remember to follow and subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube if you want to support the show. Also, patreon.com/Hard Factor for awesome bonus content, including that happy hour tonight. Hardfactor.com for #FatBoySummer merch. But most importantly, have a great fucking day and weekend.